Hey friends, welcome to Outlaw-In-Logic. Thank you for shining your light here. This channel was created for one purpose: to hunt for truth. We humans all share that urge and deep need to know what's real. Why? Because truth always touches our interests, one way or another. But then that's where the paradox begins. Too often, someone's interests decide what he accepts as truth. People call something true simply because it serves their side. If they feel powerful enough, they even try to force others to accept the same. But truth isn't supposed to take sides. It's supposed to stand on reason. When everyone reshapes truth to fit their cause, alliances form, clashes follow, and history repeats itself again and again, soaked in conflict over what's right or where interest is found. Now, just to be clear, this channel isn't about disputes in daily life, like a landlord versus tenant, or a court case between two opposite groups. We're here for questions involving large population, the kind that shape civilizations, questions that stretch from social philosophy to natural science. For example, in the social topic, should we be ruled by socialism or capitalism? Too much blood has been spilled for this nearly 200-year-old dispute to get settled. Can we settle this dispute with ink other than blood? To Outlaw-In-Logic, it should appear highly possible. This is because Marx's Communist Manifesto inherently carries a self-refuted essence. When Marx's manifesto first appeared, if someone could reveal this self-refuted essence hid in this document, maybe millions of lives could have been spared. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher did hint at this logic when she mentioned that socialism worked, until someone ran out of other people's money. Unfortunately, to the lives lost in the socialist struggles, her vision came more than 100 years too late after Marx. In natural science, we also have plenty of examples too. One of the typical ones is the debate about the center of the universe. It took 1,400 years for people to settle for an acceptance of the heliocentric idea, but only after a series of religion menaces. Yet today it is commonly accepted that the universe has no center. However, meanwhile, a belief becomes increasingly popular that the universe has an edge and is expanding. If so, does this belief include an answer about what has been offering room for this edge to expand into? Recently, the belief about the universe is further advanced to a coexistence of multiple universes. Should we wonder what the general collection of them all is called? So that's the beginning of our journey. Wouldn't it be wonderful if there were a simple universal rule? A single test to tell truth from illusion? It appears we found one that works in many cases. Outlaw-In-Logic called it the method of reversal filtering. Here's the idea. No principle can claim to be true if it refutes itself. That's our compass here at Outlaw-In-Logic. We test every idea we feel interested in and worthy of confronting by turning its logic back on itself. Just like this princess, the apple appears too good to be true for her. To make sure this apple was given to her with true kindness, she asks the young man for help with his newly found tester.
Sir, please, could you help test this apple?
The young man takes over the apple and puts his tester at work. The guideline of our testing is like this. If whatever principle under test collapses, it is false. If it stands, we keep digging.
How terrible. My stepmother is even uglier than this worm.
Here's an old fable. A peddler once sold swords and shields. He shouted,
"This sword can pierce anything."
Then he bragged,
"This shield can stop anything."
A man walking by asked,
So what happens if you strike your shield with your sword?
That question destroyed the peddler's claims. And that, right there, is the method of reversal filtering in action. Once a belief exposes its own contradiction, it loses the legitimacy and power to convince others. Yet human culture is full of truths that have been taken for granted. But will they withstand our method of reversal filtering? Let's look at a few. How about truth? 1. Did life begin by intelligent design, or by random chaos then passing the sift of luck called evolution? Truth 2. Evolutionists said that humans are descendants of some apes initially living in treetops. But they missed the question that, who first placed these apes in the treetops? If the evolutionists don't like to have God as the answer, can they think of a better one to satisfy their assertion? Truth 3. Does the U.S. Constitution allow political parties in the government? Surprisingly, it doesn't. And yet here we are. Truth 4, we shout, no one is above the law. Great, but haven't we seen tens of millions of undocumented roaming all over this land? How did they come in without first being above the law? Or could it have been that someone in power made themselves above the law, then enable the undocumented to be above the law? Truth 5, for more than a century, students, especially those studying physics, have been taught that Einstein's relativity is more accurate than Newton's dynamics. Yet Newtonian dynamics is found entirely on axioms requiring no postulates. In contrast, relativity depends on postulates for its establishment. Unlike axioms, postulates remain open to challenge, and so must also relativity's second postulate. Let's look at what the second postulate can bring us.
Hey guys, this is your light beam. Can you tell how fast my tip is moving related to you?
At speed c. At speed c. At speed c.
They all claim the same speed for light, although each moving differently. Right here, axiom and postulate thus found some ideal reason to go into wrestling. Shouldn't we wait until the wrestling settles? Before relativity can claim superiority over Newtonian dynamics, we'll explore many more truths similar to above examples, with the method of reversal filtering. You might be surprised where logic alone can lead us to see. Surprise 1 for people accepting evolution. An aquatic past might explain far better than the treetop tale regarding where we gained our physical features. Surprise 2 as far as capital punishment is concerned. The U.S. Constitution mandates its existence and grants no government the power to abolish it. Surprise 3, is English an official language in America and no others? You bet it is, at the federal level. Surprise 4, is the United States of America a country of Christianity? Yes, 100% so, but not so is her government. These aren't just political questions. They're tests of logic, law, and truth itself. In our next episode, we'll visit Einstein's relativity and show how its own reasoning leads straight into its self-refutation. In joining this venture with Outlaw-In-Logic, no advanced math is required. Anyone equipped with algebra good for college entrance exam can easily come along. Because many of our topics need to comb through academic details. Although nothing is complicated, uploads won't follow a strict schedule. So for your convenience, if you subscribe, you'll know the moment a new episode drops. Every video will be worth your time. Clear, honest, and thought-provoking. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you and read your comments soon at Outlaw-In-Logic.